Hi folks, thought I'd help some people out with a 2012 Ford Focus window regulator replacement. I got the door panel off, I got the speaker out, I've lowered the window to where I can see the bracket that holds the window in. This one's actually dislodged already, but I'm going to show you how I did that because I had some trouble. Alright, this is the new window regulator, setting the way it looks in the car. If you turn it over, you can see that there's a little wedge in there that snaps into a hole in the window. So basically, if we just bend that out like that, the window will pop out. So what I did is I took a plastic putty scraper and I stuck it in the back of the window like this and wedged that open until I can push that little wedge pin down. And that did it on that side, and then I did it through the speaker hole here, and then the window is able to move out of the way. Okay, here we are on the next step. I took a piece of wood in here to hold the window up so it doesn't slide down all the way. I took this screw out, I loosened that screw, that screw, that screw, and that one there. And then I needed to disconnect the electrical. The electrical's back underneath here, and I've already got it connected. This was taped on, so you couldn't hit the release right there. It goes on like that. The release is on the bottom. Once I felt the tape, took the tape off, then I could push the release and pop that off. So once you have those screws all loose, these will just slide out like that. I took that screw out so that I had a little more room up against the window there, and this one's still in, but you could probably take that one out too. I just didn't want to drop it in the door, and that one there. So this is for the window controller right here. Pop that one out, and this one will slide the same way. Doing this one-handed, so it's kind of tough. Two hands is better. And now the track's loose. So now I just got to figure out how to get it through that hole. Alright, so the next step here, I taped the window up with painter's tape. Didn't want to use duct tape, thought I might pull the tint off. So when I start moving these tracks around, trying to get them out the hole, I could take my board out that way, my support board. So moving these around, I found that there's a pin right here that holds this cable. So you can pop that one out. Now it's free. And there's also another wire loom harness pin right here that goes into the motor assembly, so you can pull that out. Now it's all free, so now I'm able to pull it all out of there, I think. I'll check back in. Okay, we're back. The old regulator is out, and just a couple tips here. So the way I took mine out, you know, maybe this is not the factory way to do it, but it seems to work. I took it all out. This part first came out, and then I was able to tip this piece over and pull it out. So this is the new one going back in. I'm just following the same procedure. So I can get this one in, tip it up, and then I can wedge with the cables. I can push this back up in here. Then I'll put in the pins and connect the wires, and everything should be straightforward until they get to the point of putting the window back in the little clips down here. And we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if that's going to be easy or not. Alright, putting the new track back in was pretty straightforward. The only tip I could offer is when you tip those in there and then tip them up, the tracks, the top of the tracks tended to go behind the window, and then you couldn't get it lined up in here, and it was pretty obvious pretty quickly, but I actually had that happen on both ends. The top of the track went behind the window, and that then of course didn't work. So I think that's going to be it. Reassembly should be pretty straightforward from here. So I hope I help somebody out. Thanks.